We're going to move as quickly as we possibly can and prove our innocence, where sometimes people judge you before they give you a chance.
Speaking of Blake Lively, our girl is currently in the center of what might be Hollywood's most dramatic legal showdown since, well, ever. We're talking about a $400 million lawsuit, y'all. That's not a typo. That's million with an M, and about 400 more mems than I have in my bank account.
Hi, I'm MJ. I'm a New York lawyer, and I've been following these cases really closely on Thread. So this case involves Jed Wallace suing Blake Lively, and he's suing, if you can see right there, through Street Relations, Inc., and that is his business, and he's suing Blake Lively personally.
Now, let me paint this picture for you. On one side, we have Blake Lively. You know her, you love her. She's the queen of serving looks and being married to everyone's favorite smart mouth, Ryan Reynolds, the woman who made us all wish we could rock a Met Gala dress while pregnant. And on the other side, Justin Baldoni. You might know him as the heartthrob from Jane the Virgin, the guy who literally wrote a book about being a man enough. It's giving Jekyll and Hyde because this nice guy image, well, allegedly, it's not all what it seems.
Jed Wallace says that Blake Lively and company dragged his names into something that he had absolutely nothing to do with, and that it caused him a lot of damage. So if you remember back in 2024, when Blake filed her California civil rights complaint, Jed Wallace was named as a defendant.
So here's where it gets spicy. In December 2024, Blake dropped a lawsuit that had everyone's jaws on the floor faster than a Real Housewives reunion reveal. She allegedly filed a sexual harassment complaint against Justin from their time filming It Ends With Us. And before you ask, no, I cannot repeat the specific allegations. Your girl's trying to stay out of legal trouble, okay? But let's just say it was serious enough that Blake's team didn't just file it quietly. They went full scorched earth.
So he's saying that his name was linked to all of the allegations in that California complaint, and again, he had nothing to do with it. This is what he's alleging. So he's asking the court to issue a declaratory judgment that essentially says, yeah, he had nothing to do with this. And he's demanding damages for the damage that he alleges was done. He says that's reputational harm and harm to his business. And yes, he's claiming over $1 million.
But wait, because this story has more layers than my winter wardrobe. According to Blake's legal team, after she filed the complaint, things got darker than a Game of Thrones episode. She claims Justin and his team allegedly orchestrated this whole digital smear campaign against her. Y'all, we're talking about a literal digital army allegedly hired to spread rumors and hate about Blake across social media. It's giving cyber warfare meets Mean Girls, and I am both horrified and fascinated. Oh, and before I forget, smash that like button because your girl got bills to pay and this tea isn't going to spill itself.
So after looking at the California complaint, Blake Lively never alleged that Jed Wallace was related in the harassment, but she did allege that he was involved in kind of the damage control related to that. When Blake filed her actual complaint in federal court, she did not include Jed Wallace's name. Jed seems to be arguing that because she didn't include his name in that case, he was defamed by being included in the first California complaint.
Now, here's where Justin enters the chat with a plot twist bigger than M. Night Shyamalan's entire career. He files a $400 million lawsuit against not just Blake, but also throws Ryan Reynolds and Blake's publicist into the mix. The internet's like, hold up, you're suing Deadpool too? And honestly, same. This is messier than my attempt at liquid eyeliner on a moving train. Enter Jed Wallace and Street Relations Inc., the crisis management firm that Blake accused of running this alleged smear campaign. They've now filed their own $7 million lawsuit against Blake for defamation. Their lawyer came out swinging like, Mr. Wallace has never even met or spoken to Miss Lively ever. And I'm sitting here like, is this a legal drama or the next Netflix series? Because honestly, it could be both.
So I guess the question here is this a legitimate lawsuit? What do you guys think about it? And contrary to the Blake and Baldoni filings, this actual lawsuit is only 10 pages. As you can see up there, it's filed in the Western District of Texas. If you want to read the whole complaint, you can log into Pacer and do that, or you can go to my Threads account where I'm breaking this down.
Remember how I said it couldn't get messier? Well, surprise, Blake's team is now claiming these lawsuits are just attempts to, and I quote, sue Miss Lively into oblivion for speaking out. Y'all, it's giving David versus Goliath, except David is wearing Louboutins and Goliath has a PR team.
Baldoni is going on the offensive. He just launched a website containing 168 pages of documents and text.
The internet, as you can imagine, is having an absolute field day with this. One Twitter user wrote, "This is what happens when Gossip Girl becomes real life," and honestly, the accuracy. Now, both teams met in court for a pre-trial conference, and the judge basically told them to stop trying this case in the court of public opinion. But honey, when has Hollywood ever listened to reasonable advice? The trial isn't scheduled until March 2026, which means we've got more than a year of this drama to unfold. It's like waiting for the next season of your favorite show, except this is real life, and the stakes are higher than my coffee order. The real question is, who's telling the truth? Is Blake really the victim of a massive smear campaign? Is Justin really being falsely accused? Is Ryan Reynolds going to tweet something sarcastic about all this? Please say yes. All right, my gorgeous gossip lovers, here's what we know for sure. This is either the biggest Hollywood scandal of the decade or the most expensive game of he said, she said in history. Either way, we're all watching it unfold like it's the season finale of The Bachelor. What do y'all think? Team Blake? Team Justin? Team everyone needs therapy? Sound off in the comments below. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and notification bell because, trust me, this story is far from over and your girl will be here with all the updates. Until next time, this is Holly from Hollywood Stars Unfiltered reminding you that sometimes reality is juicier than fiction. Stay messy. Bye.